Hey guys, what's going on? Matt here, and welcome back to the Blockupstream Mod Tour tutorial series. So then, in this video, I'm going to be making a sewer tunnel. Now, I'm going to be using all the techniques we've used up to now on curved patches and also on square cylinders. So I'd highly recommend you guys going watching that to begin with, and then coming back to this if you haven't seen them already. But let's get straight into it. So, all we're going to do is just draw out a 4x4. Well, you know, 4 8 units by 4 8 units. And we'll keep it as high in the air just so I'm not, not around anything else. I'm going to make this now into a curve patch, so patch, curve and simple curve patch. We'll keep it as 3 on 3. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and rotate it. I'm going to place it up here. So this is where basically I'm making a curved sort of tunnel, if you will. So got that. Now I'm going to copy this again and place it here. So this now is actually going to be the curve. So I'm just going to move these all around. So all I'm doing here, I'm doing Alt, left click, left click drag to highlight, then Alt, left click to actually move. Invert, like such. Okay, so now we have the floor. Okay, let's press W to weld all that together. I'm just going to retexture it to make the actual texture look normal. There we go. Now let's do the actual roof of it now, okay? So, I'm going to draw out another one the exact same size, but this time, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to put it up to that here. Make it a really nice high ceiling. Of course, I'm not taking into account scale very much here. You can also, as you wish. I just want to make the thing. So now what we're going to do is going to do patch, terrain, so patch curve, simple curve patch. Of course, always making sure we're looking down at it, because this is the direction we want to make it, be used. So now we're going to do width as 5. So what this allows me to do now is move these up here for that point, and I can move these outwards, okay? So now I can make it actually, curve completely. I'm going to do Control and I to invert the texture. So you see we have an actual tunnel looking thing now. I'm going to bring this down a bit more just because it's a bit too high. Now let's make this curve around the entire thing now. So we'll copy this, I'm going to rotate it and bring it over to here. And now we'll copy this, and just like we did do with the floor, I'm going to do the exact same thing now as we did do with the floor. This is why I made it 3 and not 5 here. So I needed it to match the floor for it to be a perfect fit. Like such. There we go. Select all these, weld them all together by pressing W, and then retexture. Make it fit. So that looks a bit dodgy, but we'll correct it shortly. So next what we need to do is, of course, make the walls now, okay? So what I'm going to do for this is using the exact same thing as we've been doing up to now. Draw out a brush. Which will make it go a fit this time though. Now I'm going to face this direction because we want it to be on the on the side. I'm going to go to patch, curve, simple curve. I'm going to keep it as 3 and 3. Okay, just make that actually fit the area. There we go. Copy that, and all I'm going to do now is rotate it, place it up here, copy this again. Now we'll make it fit the entire curve here. Lovely stuff. Now I'm going to do, of course, is weld all this together now, so I have one big patch. I'll worry about texturing in a second. Now I'm going to copy this again, and now move it all to the other side. There's no point making no point making completely fresh curve patches because it's the exact same, just slightly repositioned. Now we need to do, of course, is Control I to invert the texture. So now, see we have a complete tunnel going. Now, let's texture this first, just so we can actually get something, looking okay. So, for the floor, I'm going to use just some mossy cobblestone. Let's see what we got. We'll use that. No, I do actually have a texture in mind that I want to use. Okay, we'll use that. Just means that we have to be looking in light mode to actually see the texture, but okay. So now let's make the actual walls. So I'm going to do, for the walls, I'm going to go back to what we were using earlier. So show all in use. And I'm actually just going to use a concrete texture for this. Okay, and a concrete texture for the ceiling, or domed roof, whatever you want to call it. Does this texture look okay? Yeah, looks fine, that to me. So I'm just going to go to Surface Inspector, click Natural on that, and of course rotate it. There we go, so that looks perfectly fine now. See how the floor looks? Okay, what I'm going to do with the floor is, because as you can see it's not quite fit, for the curve I'm just going to click Natural. That's not going to make it curve in the right direction. Next what I need to do is actually add some water, because this is going to be a sewer tunnel. So I'm going to do Shift and left click on all these verts, on this one here, which is going to select all of these. If it just selects it this way, just click it again and it changes the you know, which direction it's going in. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move it down by a little bit, like so, okay? Not much, but it's going to start curving downwards. Now what I need to do is actually copy this and then basically undo what I've just done, which sounds a bit weird saying that. I'm going to undo what I've just done, and I'm going to select the entire thing. I'm going to move it down just by a few. Oh wait, actually I need to select the entire thing yet. I need to change texture for this so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to move it down slightly. That's too much. There we go, that should be enough. Now of course you can just use normal patches to do this part, but yeah, so I'm now going to put some water in here. So let's go for water blood. Just use that, just for the time being. Hit natural on that. So now you can see we have, you know, a nice sewer looking tunnel with some water coming through. Now of course, no, you would of course add a lawnmower to make sure it actually blends into, you know, the stone. But I wanted to show you guys what you can do with these sort of patches. Okay, that was the intention for this, not to do a fully detailed sewer tunnel. So next I'm going to add some concrete beam sort of things going over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw out the first one, like such. So we've added a little bit of detail now, okay? Not a huge amount, but just to make it look a bit more, you know, like I would have it. So I'm going to go to all in use. I'm just going to select my Calc. I'll texture this all on the end. Okay, so I've got that. Let's make sure I'm facing that direction. I am. Go to Patch, Primitives, Square Cylinder. Now for this is going to be quite difficult now to actually see the way this is curving, but it's still perfectly fine. So I'm going to drag this up to here. This is going to be the top of it. Position the camera so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to drag the verts out to make it fit the outer part of this. Copy that, rotate it, make it fit with that. Copy that again, rotate that, and make that fit with that. There we go. Press W to weld all this together. And now I'm going to make a, let's use this brick now, why not? Surface Inspector, let's hit natural so that makes it look as it should do. And now all I'm going to do is copy this like such. I'm going to copy it to there, rotate it, and copy it to that side as well. Onto there. Now it's happening in the centre as well. So I'm going to copy this, keep it where it is. I'm going to put it one block up just so it's actually, you know, in line with this. I'm now going to press R. And now we're going to do Shift and middle mouse click to change the vertice rotation. So, you know, that change where it rotates at the point. Going to click the number. I'm going to stay in grid 4 because I want 2 of these actually. And I'm just going to rotate. Okay, you can see it rotates and gives me them. If I wanted it to be directly center, go into a lower grid and get it to there. So let's stick with that. Actually, that looks pretty good. So you can see it curves perfectly with the entire tunnel. So as you go through it, it looks exactly how you'd expect it to. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem on the walls here, so let's just click natural on these and fix them. Lovely. There we have a sewer tunnel. Now, of course, you need to reflection probe this next. You know, do all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, that is a pretty basic looking, but pretty okay looking actually. So tunnel, you know, add a few decals on here, make sure the floor looks a bit better. Not, you know, this is a bit of a quick job here, and you guys get the concept, I'm pretty sure. And of course make it scale correctly. You know, you make this much smaller typically, but I wanted to make it big enough to actually see it. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. But other than that, this has been how to make a sewer tunnel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.